up till I hit the ground.
Zach?
Yep.
It's a brand new day for breaking news.
It's the season finale.
That's right.
Yep.
And much like that, it's a new show, new rules, new mindset.
New suits.
No, these are old suits. They're cheaper. Much, much cheaper.
Damn it.
Rule 1, professionalism.
No. Okay.
Remember the segment on North Korea?
No.
Remember Kim Jong-un?
Mm-hmm. Taught me how to be a woman.
That's Christian Grey.
50 Shades of Me.
No, I'm talking about Kim Jong-un. We need to Photoshop the lollipop out of his mouth.
Why?
Because apparently the Supreme Leader doesn't like cherry any longer. Look, much like Kim Jong-un, we need to learn how to grow up.
Communists!
Look,
Yep.
Zach, it's all about the 24-hour news cycle.
Kind of like my crampy cycle.
Exactly, and that it's always ever changing.
Yep.
Look, we need to start really showing who we really are in all phases of the game.
Makes a lot of sense.
Becoming real men.
Real women.
We no longer can stumble and bumble around like fools.
Gotcha.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Okay. Good evening, and I'm Zach Arch, and welcome to Breaking News Newsflash, plus weather, update, sports, drama, sex, microphone, flask, Pinterest.
And I'm Matthew Newman. Zach, the title is just breaking news.
Well, it might as well be breaking my heart, because we're leaving and the show is over.
It's not over, Zach. Just because we're leaving doesn't mean the show is going to end.
It's exactly like when I close my eyes, all right? The world stops. Here, you try it.
Zach? Zach!
No, here. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. I'm right here.
Oh.
Never close your eyes again, you soft-titted bitch.
It's times like these I don't question not wearing pants under the desk.
I've never not questioned it.
Huh?
Here are tonight's top stories.
During a live broadcast of the hunt for marathon bombing suspect Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, a Fox station in Texas mistakenly referred to him as Zoe Deschanel in their closed captions. An egregious mistake, although I'm sure once he goes to prison, Tsarnaev will very quickly learn that he is, in fact, the new girl.
It was reported that Tsarnaev went to the gym and a party 2 days after the attack. 2 days after that, he was found shot in a boat. He was.
Screw him. Red Sox player David Ortiz received a rare endorsement from FCC Chairman Julius Janikowski after using the F word at a pregame ceremony on Saturday. "Where was this 10 years ago?" exclaimed Janet Jackson's infuriated nipple.
Realtors in Hong Kong have been able to control real estate markets by using databases that keep track of haunted apartments and buildings. But all of the realtors in Hong Kong have been dead for 1,000 years.
An 8th grader in West Virginia was arrested for wearing an NRA shirt with a picture of a rifle on it to school. This is completely preposterous. West Virginia does not have school.
The creator of Barney was sued after her son shot someone. Luckily, he was caught. His neighbors overheard the chilling sounds of him singing, "Clean up, everybody clean up."
This week, scientists finally figured out why Old Faithful erupts with water every 90 minutes, because she asked for it and I give it to her.
A Georgia police officer pulled a gun on a teenager at a McDonald's drive-thru for taking too long to order. I guess he wasn't making McDouble time. Now he's going to be grilled about why he was taking so long. He better give them answers or else he's going to jail to get double pounded in the ass. Just like that.
The City of Love is now legal for all to enjoy. France legalized same-sex marriage in Parliament this past week. No word yet on the legality of French kissing between same-sex partners, but they can definitely do oral and butt stuff.
And that's the news. Nice.
Over half the inmates of Guantanamo Bay are now participating in a hunger strike to protest their poor treatment and indefinite detention.
President Obama promised to close the detention camp in 2009, but he hasn't got around to it because he's too busy surfing.
A prisoner of Guantanamo Bay named Samir Surfing?
It is my understanding that the president has put his affinity for surfing ahead of the interests of the American people.
Zach, the president does not surf, and even if he did, there's no way he would do it instead of closing Guantanamo Bay.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I dreamed that. Sometimes I forget what's dreams and what's news.
Anyway, here now with us is the Guantanamo Bay Healthy Choice Counselor, Cheryl Weatherby.
Hello, boys. It's so nice to take a break from the antics and finally get a minute to myself.
What exactly is your job at Guantanamo Bay?
Technically, I was hired to boost the morale of the inmates, but I like to think of myself as more of a friend than a counselor.
Has it been difficult to boost morale with this hunger strike going on?
Zach, everyone has the right to feel beautiful. It's the one right you can't take away. It's so sad that body image issues are so prevalent in our society. Frankly, I blame the media.
What media do the inmates have access to in Guantanamo?
It's just so sad that these guys think they have to be thin to be beautiful. Listen to me. Omar, if you're watching this...
He can't watch.
Nobody has the right to judge you, not even the American legal system. Anyone who doesn't love you for you isn't worth it. When you're returned to your wife and family at some point, if at all she's going to care about if she's still alive is the wonderful man she fell in love with all those years ago.
Guantanamo Bay was supposed to be closed in 2009, and since then conditions have been deteriorating. As Healthy Choices Counselor, what have you been doing to make it a healthier place?
I tried bringing a little cheer into the place by putting on a talent show, but nobody put any effort into their routines. Instead, they all just collapsed from exhaustion.
What else have you done to boost morale?
I tried putting on a game night. We played Clue, but no one would accuse anyone. They all just kept yelling, "I'm innocent!" We tried Monopoly too. Well, not Monopoly, a version of Monopoly where everyone starts out in jail and can never leave. I even tried making my famous Tropical Blast smoothies, but no one would take any, even though I saw Zahir clearly being fed through a tube later that night, which is pretty much the same thing.
Not even close to the same thing. It's not close, no.
You're right, because my smoothies were made with love and tiny umbrellas.
All right, Miss Weatherby, do you have any final insight into why the inmates have chosen to rebel in this way?
I don't. I really don't. I've tried to create a loving and supportive environment for them, but I guess they just don't appreciate me.
Well, how loving and supportive can it be when they've been taken away from their families, imprisoned indefinitely without probable cause, no fair trial?
I have one word for you. One word. Tiny umbrellas.
All right, Miss Weatherby, everyone.
Zach, do you think Obama will ever close Guantanamo Bay?
I'm too pretty to think about things like that.
Yes, you are. Hey, do your pretty face.
I'm always doing my pretty face.
Oh, you are just too much. I think I need a minute. We'll be right back.
Sorry, I can't. I have to do a lot of work at MCAF. So much work to do.
Zach, now that we both drank a gallon of creatine and we're in the frickin' zone, let's do some exercises.
Why can't we just take a break, all right? We played laser tag like all day.
That was a tanning salon. Breaks are only gonna wear us down, Zach. People want news that's in shape. Trust me, I read that in Men's Health magazine. Now let's get fit. Grab it.
Damn it.
Grab it. Grab it faster. Grab it faster.
Got it.
There you go. All right.
All right, can't we just chill? All right, I don't feel good. I feel like I drank too much of that, like, Vin Diesel crap you gave me.
It's creatine, Zach, and I only have a few days left of my 30-day trial, so let's put it to use.
Oh. All right. Yeah, I think I just sprained something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's called reward. You
No.
sprained reward.
No,
Come
that's
on,
not right.
contract those muscles.
That doesn't make. All right. Yeah. Ow. Oh God. All right. I'm exhausted. Can we just do the rest of the show?
No, not if you don't extend those triceps.
No. All right. We should just take a break. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Too late. It's too late. Yep. I think I'm broken.
No. Okay. Let's just get to our chief international correspondent, Kaylee Godoy.
Get me down.
All right. Oh God, this is heavy.
Thanks, guys. Japanese citizen Hiroman Komura turned 116 years old last week, making him the oldest man in the world. I spent last week in Japan, Mr. Komura's hometown of Kyotengo. It was a week I'll never forget. He showed me the key to peace and love and to living a long and happy life.
Wow, Kaylee, this has truly captured my interest. I can't wait to hear the rest.
Yeah. This is great. Go on.
Thanks, God. That means a lot. Well, anyways, he showed me the key to peace and love, but then I realized, what the hell does he know about anything? He's older than dirt. He doesn't even have a Twitter.
I hate her. I hate her so much.
I know, baby. Come here. Come here.
Okay.
So, I compiled my own list of the top 10 factors that should be a part of your daily routine if you want to live to be as old as Asian Dumbledore over here. Number 1, be really boring. Like, just, wow. Eat rice every day while wearing aerosols, boring. Number 2, fall asleep all the time. Number 3, be sure to have never heard of Skrillex and not care for some reason. Number 4, fart a lot and like as loud as you want, man. Number 5, show pictures of every single one of your 14 grandchildren and then follow it up with pics of your 25 great-grandchildren, but be sure you're showing them to someone who does not care.
This is just a list of things old people do.
I'm telling the good people the key to living forever, Matt, not now. Number 6, stare at a person's boobs when she's trying to have a conversation. Number 7, be kind of a dick who doesn't humor a charming news correspondent who just made a really funny Friends reference.
Charming's a bit generous, Kaylee.
Yeah, news correspondent is a bit generous.
Number 8, threaten to call the police anytime said news correspondent refuses to stop singing Mr. Roboto because she thinks it's funny. Number 9, file for unnecessary restraining orders. And finally, number 10, eat healthy. You'd be surprised how much a well-balanced diet can extend your lifespan.
Oh my God, Kaylee, what are you doing, you dumb, stupid idiot? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lost my temper. Okay, is this all you have from your interview?
Yeah, I hope you learned as much as I did. I think I'll also live a long and happy life, just like Hiroman Komura.
That is the most depressing premonition I've ever heard.
Kaylee Godoy, everybody.
Hey, Matt, I've always wanted to ask you, do you think Kaylee's more of like a cat or a dog?
Oh, dog, no question. Her nose gets all moist when she's excited.
Yeah.
Joe Biden?
Cat, clean, discreet, and he seems like the type of guy who does this when he's happy. Just, you know.
Accurate. What about you?
Cat.
What about me?
Dog.
Cat. Wait, no, I guess I could be a dog.
Yeah.
I'll be loyal to you till my inevitably bitter end.
Exactly. You will. Now, what about our intern, Jamie Loftus?
Jamie?
Yeah.
April is Stop Street Harassment Month, so I decided to investigate where street harassment comes from, why it exists, and where all the hot spots to get insulting body comments were. Before I could start, I had to find a professional, so like any good journalist, I compromised my body for information. I met here with Shrimp Dudley, one of the finest catcallers in all of Boston. How are you, Shrimp?
Yeah.
All right, so how long have you been catcalling on the street corner?
Started in the 80s, ended up peaking in the Clinton administration.
Which one?
Second one.
Okay, and so what's the reception been from the ladies?
Been good. I mean, I hardly even stick to ladies anymore. I'll do crossing guards, parking meters, window displays. Are you okay?
Do you see something you like?
Cool shoes.
As charming as Shrimp was, his constant judgment of my body made me feel like a piece of meat, which made me feel hungry. which made me take a break at the deli. There had to be another way to get inside the head of a catcaller. I tried to get others to engage with me, but everyone was being very righteous about what a great-looking person I am. There must be a way to let people know I like them without making them angry. So I decided to start catcalling others, because if you can't beat them, Yelp things at people you've never met before. I met here with Tyler, who describes himself as a feminist, which of course is insane as he has no breasts. Let's investigate. So Tyler, you've never whistled at a woman on the street ever?
No, I whistle with them.
And no one's ever whistled at you on the street?
No, besides you when you said my butt looked good in these jeans.
That's true. It looks great.
Thanks.
Well, and I can't even look at a person without wanting to yell at them. So,
Why don't you just try being nice to them then?
that's never occurred to me and it never will.
You're wrong.
But I'm wrong because I'm a woman?
No, you're just wrong in general, not because you're one.
I tried Tyler's advice, even though he was oppressing me with his male gaze, and it worked. People loved telling me they had attractive children, dogs, and dog-looking children. Shrimp, can I practice some of my street harassment on you? Is that cool? Sure. All right. Hey, Shrimp, your personality looks really great in those jeans.
Oh, you're doing it wrong. It's a respected felony. You gotta do it right. Try again.
Okay, but I thought you just did street harassment because you're punishing yourself for all that violent teenage porn you watch.
And filling a sexual void that even that can't fulfill.
All right, okay, let me try one more time. Okay. Nice ass!
Yeah.
Little did Shrimp know, I had already filled my sexual void with a perfectly crafted deli sandwich, and so I could proceed with my mission. The world was full of people. People who wanted me to tell them that they looked good in their jeans. And I would fill their sexual voids with my aggressive kindness, one person at a time.
Great job, Jamie. Good news, Zach. We have a special surprise for our favorite correspondent.
What? Have we ever surprised our correspondents with anything? Besides when we stripped them of their health care.
We've granted Kaylee Godoy a 5-year extension on her contract.
All right.
You know, to fund her haunting descent into addiction.
All right, yeah, let's bring her back out. The woman of the hour, Kaylee Godoy. Woo!
Kaylee, this is your most disturbing celebration ritual yet.
Why is it so dark over there?
Hey, guys.
What? Who let the intern in? She's never made it this far.
I'm here for my promotion, guys.
Jamie, there's no way your internship would have turned into a job. It was the show doing community service at best.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to say a few things. First, that I love Kaylee Godoy. That's so nice. And second, that I have to kill her.
Wait, let her go, okay? I'm not afraid to use Matt's mom as a bargaining chip. Right there.
Like all things life-changing, it started with a cyber-stalking problem. I watched Kaylee watch 15 seasons of The Bachelor on a crank bender, then followed her through the Alps as she mostly had casual sex with yodeling bypassers. I fell deeply in love with her, and since Matt and Zach have the studio flanked with guard weasels,
She's so scared of weasels.
I wrote fervent poetry as she stole and sold goats for profit in South America. And I looked on as she interviewed that leather sack in Japan. The more I watched Kaylee continually indulge in rave drugs and a depressing Netflix queue, the more I realized it was me who's qualified to have the job. I deserve the health care. My Crohn's disease is very serious.
Kaylee, you have to get out of there. Kaylee, run away. Oh no, did she just die?
Oh, yeah. I poisoned her a little earlier. I just relish in spectacle.
Well, it was exciting.
For your pluck, I think someone's gonna get promoted.
I deserve it. 75% of us will be right back after the break.
What you doing?
Just making myself a cocktail.
Making a nice, tasty beverage, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, really? Well, then why don't you drink the tasty refreshment with your mouth? Just put it in. Put it all in there. All right? Yeah. Just keep. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what? You know why I know that it's not a tasty cocktail?
Why?
Because it's a gallon of gasoline.
Okay.
That's what that is.
You seem to be perceptive. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
You're planning to burn down the studio, aren't you?
All right, you got me, Zach, but
Yeah.
you can't stop me, Zach. All right, I'm not wanted here anymore. I can deal. Ask my mother. But I can't deal with these higher-up producer folk thinking they can disrespect us on our way out.
All right, this isn't a short story by William Faulkner, Matt. This is real life, and I won't see you go back to Destructive Season 2, Matt.
Zach, look at me.
No.
This never happened. It will shock you how much this never happened.
No, all right? That Don Draper crap may have worked on the old host, but it won't work on me.
Life is like a carousel.
No, you're regressing back to Season 1. Stop it. Stop regressing. I know our circumstances are changing, but that doesn't mean we cement our feet into the ground. We move forward. I need to know you're in this with me.
I don't think I can.
Well, they told me that they're covering dental in the severance package.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and you know what else is included in the package?
Irish breakfast tea.
No, another interview.
Let's get at it. Over the past few weeks, CNN has taken major criticism for their coverage of news events. Here to comment is CNN's Nationally International New Media Directors correspondent, Dick Oley.
I appreciate you guys giving me the chance to defend my reporting, because I pride myself on clarity, Zach. Clarity. Horrifying, terrifying, piss-inducing clarity.
Well, that's not what people have been saying. The word sensationalism has been thrown around. They're saying your journalism's been irresponsible.
And to that, I say I don't control the news. If I did, there would be much less paranormal activity and a whole lot more Disney Channel original movies, if you catch my drift.
I don't...
No,
Well, I don't necessarily care. If I tell people I'm terrified, and if they choose to also be terrified, that's great. But more breaking news here, people. Kim Jong-un has just eaten a hot dog with yellow mustard. And note the similar structure of hot dogs and nuclear missiles. And then my pee is yellow like mustard when I'm dehydrated.
Please don't note that. You don't have to do that.
That isn't a real story. I watched you text that to yourself from one phone to the other, and dog is spelled D-O-G.
More breaking news on breaking news. No news to currently report. I repeat, no news, which can only mean the world is at a standstill. Something uterus shattering is brewing. If that doesn't scream, bury yourself alive for protection.
I can't do it with this guy anymore. All right, I didn't go to Reporter State University for this yellow journalism crap. Matt, show him what's up from the top. Why didn't you burn the tapes?
I didn't want to take any questions on Watergate.
It's happening again.
Are you saying that there are situations where the president can do something illegal?
I'm saying when the president does it, that means it's not illegal.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got breaking news. Watergate 2, subtitled a heavier flow than the Watergate before, has indicted our president on federal charges of covering up something.
All right. Yeah, all right, it's covering up something. Dick, show me, what is that something? Give me one single detail to the non-existent story you just reported on.
Details at 6.
Dick Oley, everyone. Right. Here are our top 5 tips on how to break the ice on your first date.
Say, you look just like my dad, and vice versa, to everyone, a lot.
Spend a lot of time looking up pickup lines on your phone and reading them out loud.
Having money can be hit or miss when it comes to dating. Leave it all at home just to play it cool.
If they have an opinion on something, go to the bathroom. Remember, it's your first date.
Ah, who are we fooling? You don't need a date. What you need is a man on the street. What's up, Mookie?
I appreciate you guys giving me the chance to defend my reporting, because I pride myself on clarity, Zach. Clarity. Horrifying, terrifying, piss-inducing clarity.
That's not what people have been saying, all right? The word sensationalism has been thrown around there. They're saying your journalism has been irresponsible.
And to that I say, I don't control the news. If I did, there would be much less paranormal activity and a whole lot more Disney Channel original movies, if you catch my drift.
Don't
know
get
what that
it.
means.
Well, I don't necessarily care. If people are scared, I can't blame them. A country scattered with marathon bombers everywhere, a man in North Korea playing with a nuclear missile like it was a WWF Stone Cold Steve Austin action figure.
I think that's part of the problem. A lot of your reporting seems to be motivated by grabbing viewers' attention.
I'd love to love to talk, but I have just got a text from sources that an empty Dunkin' Donuts foam cup was found on an unknown street in Boston. Boston! You should be on high alert!
That's not a story. That's an insignificant fact.
Dick, frightening people isn't being a journalist.
I'm not directly scaring people. If I tell the people I'm terrified, and if they choose to also be terrified, that's great. Oh, more breaking news. Kim Jong-un has just eaten a hot dog with yellow mustard. Notice the similar structure of a hot dog and nuclear missiles, and that my pee is yellow when I am dehydrated.
Don't note that. Don't say that at all.
That isn't a real story. I watched you text that to yourself from one phone to the other. And dog is spelled D-O-G.
More breaking news on breaking news. No news to currently report. I repeat, there is no news to currently report, which can only mean the world's at a standstill. Something so uterus-shattering is brewing. If that doesn't scream yourself, bury yourselves alive for protection.
All right, I can't do this with this guy anymore.
What
all
are you
right,
doing?
I didn't go to Porter State University for this yellow journalism crap. Matt, show him what's up from the top. Why didn't you burn the tapes?
I didn't want to take any questions on Watergate.
It's happening again.
Are you saying that there are situations where the president can do something illegal?
I'm saying when the president does it, that means it's not illegal.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just got breaking news. Watergate 2, subtitled A Heavier Flow Than the Watergate Before, has indicted our president on federal charges of covering up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dick, prove me wrong. Give me one single detail to the non-existent story you just reported on.
Details at 6.
Dick Oley, everyone. All right. Here are top 5 tips on how to break the ice on your first date.
Say you look just like my dad, and vice versa, to everyone, a lot.
Spend a lot of time looking up pickup lines in your phone and reading them out loud.
Having money can be a hit or miss when it comes to dating. Leave it all at home just to play it cool.
If they have an opinion on something, go to the bathroom. Remember, it's your first date.
Who are we fooling? You don't need a date. What you need is a man or woman on the street. What's up, Mookie?
Thanks, guys. I'm reporting from Emerson's Little Building, where I hope to interview some students about how their weeks are going. As many of you may know, last week was a cluster, resulting in many students feeling uneasy about finals week. Let's check in with them. Obviously, last week was a really rough week here on campus, so I just wanted to get your thoughts on kind of a developing news story. Reese Witherspoon just got a DUI. What are your thoughts on it?
I think she was really rude to the officer when she was all like, "Do you know who I am?" And he said no. And I personally think that the police officer should be held accountable for not knowing who she is, because she's a national treasure.
So it is no surprise that last week was very difficult for this school. So I want to ask you a question about one of the headlines off CNN. There was a bulldog named Most Beautiful Pooch, and I was wondering if I could just get your thoughts on it. If you're too emotional, we don't have to talk about it. We do not have to talk about it. We don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
Wow. I guess I'm just mostly emotional about the fact that I missed that headline and I never got to see the Most Beautiful Pooch.
Yeah. A lot of people were hurt by it. Now, as you know, last week was really rough. And we were just going on CNN and checking out their headlines. I was wondering what your thoughts were on the following headline. Saggy pants thief robs bank. It's a real headline. One of CNN's headlines last week asked readers, what is the #1 fear of golfers? What do you think it is?
Golfers?
Mm-hmm. Of male golfers. Not gophers.
Golfers. Well, I'd be scared to like ride in that little cart that has to pick up the golf balls, because then your target practice.
That is very true. It's actually Korea. It's actually Korea. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, you can ask me anything you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Should I get my boobs done? Do you know what CNN stands for?
Nope.
It's the Colombian Nude Network. It's very... Nude? Not news. Not news. Nude.
It brings me back to Halloween 2 years ago when I was Antoine Dodson.
Hide your kids.
Hide your wife.
What do they cover?
They don't cover anything. Did you know that, according to CNN.com, if you wear a kilt, you will boost your sperm count?
Is that real?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
That would explain my great-grandfather, Thomas Patterson. He told me a lot of things. He said a boy shouldn't be thinking with his peen, he should be thinking with his brain.
Yes. It's maybe I'm thinking Playboy. No, it's definitely CNN. It's fine. Well, there you have it. The good news is that the Emerson community seems to be recovering well. The bad news is that CNN is run by a bunch of 5th grade pansies. Reporting from the Little Building, I'm Mookie Lochran.
Give it up for Mookie Lochran.
Thank you, Mookie. All right. We'll be, let me check, left front.
That's not right.
I know the compass, it says left.
That's not a compass, that's a podcast.
Oh.
We'll be right back.
Are you sure?
Honored with the 2011 Associated Press Award for Best College News Station.
Ending at the State House.
And proud recipient of the awards for Best Newscast.
Of a Boston area bank robbery.
Best weather coverage.
Many icy patches will be possible.
Best sports program, sports feature, and investigative reporting.
And it doesn't end there.
Thank you for making EIV News Emerson's leading news team.
Welcome back. Matt, you ready for the next segment?
Oh, you know it. Next up, we've got mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
And then we have
What do we got next?
and then that's it. Then we're done.
No more news reading?
Yeah, no more.
No more opinion shouting? No more watching our in-studio correspondents die in front of us?
Yeah, I guess not.
Well, then we've got to make this one count, right? We have 3 minutes to go through every major issue and heal the world.
You're so right. Let's start now. Tonight's first topic, the mouth-to-mouth graphic open. Is it worth the time?
Absolutely not.
No, it's not.
We should never have shown it.
What is
Why
it?
are
What
they
is this?
showing
What
it?
is
We
that?
should just keep
what,
going
Oh,
right
it's just a
from
spinning
mouth to
microphone.
mouth.
It doesn't
This
even make
is
sense.
awful.
We don't hold microphones. Welcome to Mouth to Mouth. Tonight's topic, everything.
Let's start with the big one. The Boston Marathon bomber, Dzhokhar Zarniev, sorry about that, was arrested last week after the entire city was put on lockdown.
So, was it justified to close down an entire city to find one person?
Yes. When someone is being chased around a city with a car full of grenades, it usually means that it's the climax of a Bruce Willis movie or a Wednesday in Detroit. But this is Boston, all right? The only violence we allow here is between drunk Irish brothers who are in love with each other's wives.
But what about civil liberties? The next time I do something bad and hide in the boat behind my neighbor's house, do I have to worry if the city is going to lock down to find whoever hit your dog with my car?
What? That was you?
Next topic, the Republican Party.
Will the GOP continue to avoid change, or will it modernize its policies to stay relevant?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Next topic.
Euthanasia.
Good.
Bad.
No, old people can die if they want to.
Wrong. If I wanted to kill old people, I would just drive by the nursing home with my car 2 weeks ago.
Wait, what?
Next topic, women's reproductive rights. 1, 2, 3. Gross. Let's move on. Legalization of marijuana.
Do it.
No, don't. I prefer drinking, usually while driving my car.
I think you might have a problem.
I hit a horse last year, and that was only the beginning. I can't stop thinking about it. Let's move on. Gay marriage.
Good. We should keep focusing on that more than gun violence or caring for war veterans.
Bad. It makes me just a little uncomfortable, so it's morally unacceptable.
Yes. Racial profiling.
Great time saver.
I yell at people who do it, but I do it all the time.
Universal health care.
Violation of my rights to die.
Way too Canadian.
Animal rights.
But they're so cute. I want to eat them.
Yeah. I would lay down my life for rabbits.
Prohibition.
Totally.
Right? Why aren't we still doing that?
Religion. Which one is right?
None of them.
All of them.
The NBA All-Star Game, what's the point?
You're the only one here who watches sports, and you know it.
I am, and I do.
Coke and Pepsi. How can some people not taste the difference?
Come on, I confused them one time.
How? Just how?
The song, American Pie.
Overrated.
Accurately rated.
Prove it.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy.
It was dry.
Underrated.
Santa Claus.
Real, but he only visits the mall near me.
Real, but it's also the Easter Bunny.
Monkeys, can they consent?
Consent to what?
Never mind, nothing.
Wait. That thing that lives under the desk. What should we do about the thing that lives under the desk?
Okay, we need mousetraps and cheese.
It's not a mouse, it laid eggs.
It still works. Everything likes cheese.
Okay, you know, that's enough. We can't do it.
There's just too much news, everyone. We've been shouting for a year now, and somehow we haven't fixed the world.
There isn't enough time to cover it all, and there never will be. I guess it doesn't matter that we can't solve everything as long as we have
each other. Yeah, I guess we can finally stop fighting.
Yeah, I mean, what's it really matter? Who cares if I don't support tax cuts or agree with how you pronounce Michigan?
It's Michigan, you son of a bitch! I hate you so fucking stupid.
Well, that's it for tonight's discussion. I'm Zach Arch.
I'm Matthew Newman.
And this has been...
Quite literally this time.
Mouth to mouth. Okay. Ew. Well, it's that time once again, the part of the show somewhere, Matt and I update you on the current crisis in Syria using whatever props we happen to have on us at the time.
Hang on, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby, I'm wearing a gorgeous silk tie, trademark business blazer, form-fitting undershirt. How about you? Not much else, right?
What you doing? Who are you talking to? We got
yeah, no, thanks. Got it. That was the control room.
Okay.
Looks like that whole Syria situation wrapped itself up. Assad just stepped down.
Really? I guess we could still go through the whole Guantanamo Bay thing,
No,
right?
we addressed that way earlier. I mean, there's no more news.
What do you mean? Like there's no more news that we can represent with dolls? Because I can get creative.
No, there's just no more news. It's over. Mouth to mouth fixed everything.
No way. What about the sectarian violence in Iraq?
They all just sat down and talked it over a game of Egyptian rat screw. It's fine.
Gay marriage?
The Supreme Court was like, whatever, and made it legal. Then they made everything else legal and went home.
North Korea?
Kim Jong-un's giving up on the whole nuclear weapons thing, and he just got signed by the Chicago Bulls.
Then I guess our work here is done.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to close the show, or should I?
Well, I mean, I think we should go out together, bud.
Yeah.
I'm Matt Newman, and I'm Zach Arch.
Wait, no, that's stupid. We should individually then, yeah.
And on behalf of all of us,
on behalf of all of us here at Breaking News, have a lovely evening.
What is this place?